Kamala Harris has seen a massive increase in popularity, allowing her to secure the Democratic nomination. In the polls, she is significantly outperforming President Joe Biden, who recently just dropped out of the race. The Democratic voters and the party are all rallying behind Harris to face Trump in what is set to be one of the closest elections in history. The term "every vote matters" is especially prevalent in this case. Here, Kamala has a 43% chance to win the election, according to Polymarket, compared to Trump's 55%. However, if you take in the fact that 2 weeks ago, Harris only had a 39% chance to win the election. But does all this increase in popularity actually make her more favorable in the election and the electoral college? Let's take a look. Even though Harris has seen an increase in popularity, there are states that she will definitely lose. These states include Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Idaho, Utah, Nebraska's 3rd at-large and 1st district, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Iowa, yes, Iowa, Kentucky, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Ohio, West Virginia, Indiana, and Alaska. Now let's get into states for Harris: Washington, Oregon, California, Hawaii, Illinois, D.C., Maryland, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Delaware, Connecticut, Vermont, New York, Maine at large, as well as this 1st district. And yeah, that's about it. Now let's get into the likely states. Let's first start with Harris. She is going to likely win New Jersey. New Jersey has been trending to the right a tiny bit. As you guys probably know, the governor's race was way closer than anybody expected, but I'm still going to put it as likely. We also have New Mexico and Colorado, which Harris should win between 8 and 10 points. And yeah, that's pretty much all the likely. Now let's get into Trump. He should win Texas and Florida by very comfortable margins. So Trump only won it by 5.5 points last time. He should win it by a larger margin this time. Now let's go into the lean states for Harris. There is Nebraska in its 2nd district. Talked about it recently. That district is very important. However, Harris will probably win the district by around 3 or 2 points. Next up, I'm putting New Hampshire as a lean state for Harris. Margin was very close in 2016, with Clinton only winning it a couple thousand votes. However, I expect Harris will hold on to it by adequate margin. This is a lean state for Harris. We also have Trump, which Maine's 2nd district is going to be likely for him. I forgot about that one. The lean states for Trump: North Carolina is going to be a lean state. I don't know why people are saying that Kamala Harris has a chance to win North Carolina. It's the only battleground state that Trump won. And Trump won North Carolina in 2020. Then Kamala isn't winning it in 2024. For Harris, we have Minnesota as a lean state. I think Trump's going to win Minnesota. It'd be miraculous if he does, but the Republican Party will be happy if he gets within 3 points. Winning it at about 4 points. Get into our battleground states, but before we do, I'm going to mention Virginia also as a lean state. Again, I think this election cycle, it will be a lot closer, probably in the realm of 5 points for Harris, but you never know in elections, and especially this unpredictable one. Now we got the real battleground states. Let's first start with the obvious ones. Trump is probably taking Nevada by around 2 points. I talked about this in my last video. Nevada has been turning consistently red. According to the RCP average, Trump is up by 4 points in Nevada. I don't think Trump will win it by that much on election day, but again, you never know. Get into Arizona, where the average has him up around 4.2 points. I'm still considering a tilt state. I don't think, again, Trump's going to win it by that margin, but I think it's in the realm of possibility where he could win it by 3 or 2 points. I just think 4 points is kind of crazy. Now, let's get into a very controversial one, Georgia. Now, as you know, recently, I've put it in the tilt and even lean states for Trump. But Kamala Harris has a tiny bit better percentage of support among black voters than Joe Biden did have. Atlanta metro area has a very high black population, and what helped Biden win the election was that Atlanta metro area, and he was able to squeeze out a few more votes. Trump's going to win it by 2 points, as the poll says, but I think it's going to be very close. Now we have Harris 226, Trump 268. Pennsylvania. This is a toss-up to me. If Harris takes Josh Shapiro, which he likely will, I think Pennsylvania is definitely in the margin for her. The RCP average currently has Trump at 2.7, which is not going to happen. I'm just telling you right now that that's not going to happen. If he wins, it's probably going to be under a point. But make the margin razor thin with Josh Shapiro. I'm not saying Josh Shapiro is going to help her win every battleground state, but I do think it will help her with the Rust Belt states. So for now, we're putting Pennsylvania in a tilt state, but I'm not confident at it at all. Now let's go into probably the most important battleground state, Michigan. Now, Michigan is interesting. Harris holds a 2-point lead, but a poll has her up by 11 points. Yeah, I know, that's insane. If that poll was more realistic, we'd probably be talking about Michigan as a toss-up. And I'm honestly going to put it as a toss-up. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm actually going to put it as a toss-up. Like, it's pretty much a 50-50 chance. I have Wisconsin, which has Trump up by 0.2%. I've been telling everybody Wisconsin is going to be one of the closest states in the 2024 election. And in 2020 and 2016, giving it to the Democrats and Republicans by less than a point. So Trump wins Wisconsin, right, leaving one blank. So in the average, it does have Harris up in Michigan, so I guess we'll give her a tilt for that one. Here it is, my final election results, 241 to 297. That is going to Trump. Harris was definitely performing in many polls better than Joe Biden was. Thank you guys for watching this 2024 election prediction. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button and comment down below how I can improve this map and what I should do next. On that note, peace out.